The Sentinel is known to be reliable, fearless, disciplined, consistent, courageous, motivated, and skillful.
So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances.
All these qualities start from the mind. Your mind can be your worst enemy or your most powerful weapon.
The world becomes your library to help you to become better at your craft.
Is this the dagger?
Learn how to achieve greatness and tap into the Sentinel mindset.
This episode is brought to you by The Arena. The Arena focuses on helping law enforcement and security professionals achieve their ultimate work experience, curriculum, and fitness goals. Visit thearenatoronto.com. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this wonderful special edition of the Sentinel Mindset. Today is an interview that I've been so badly wanting everyone to just look at. So this is a good viewer one and also listen. And it happened, I want to say, back in 2021 in Miami. This was the Executive Protection Lifestyle Symposium. It was our very first exposure of Byron and his incredible event that he put together. And it was broken down into a soft skills and a hard skills 3-day conference. And I remember at the hard days conference, there was this one woman individual who was just so impressive to look at how they were looking at the training and how they were giving 1,000% effort. And I just had to let the audience see who this person was. And I'm talking about Zoila Frausto. And Zoila, man, she was just someone that I was very impressed with in her thinking, her mindset. She was going through a drill and she was, pardon the French, kicking ass. I just couldn't believe it. We interviewed her that day.
You guys just went through a rigorous, complete circuit. What drove you to complete it?
I mean, I work executive protection now, so I feel like in order to get on top of the game and stay on top of the game, even being a woman, I have to put myself through it mentally, physically, emotionally. I mean, from being a professional athlete, I just have to bring it over to executive protection, and this is the best way to do it.
At any point in the circuit, did you feel like almost giving up? Was there anything that kind of did that?
For me, it's a little different because I mean that's what I do for a living. So I'm used to getting punched in the face. It's just trying to find a way around when they're making it impossible, which is, I mean, any situation in life, especially with stuff like this in the industry. I think just trying to find a way around it. I mean, especially I think for women, giving up is not an option for a lot of us.
Right.
Anyways, I can feel that with you. I'm like, that's not an option. Just keep fucking moving, going. Yep.
Amazing.
This is what we're doing.
Well,
Yeah.
Congratulations, you guys.
Thanks. Thank you. Yeah.
And here we are now 2 years later, or 3 years later now, we're in Vegas. And I saw her. And we've been wanting to put this interview for a very, very long time together because I really wanted the audience to understand just how the mindset can move mountains and how Zoila's mindset was just pushing her through to come out with some incredible outcomes. I'm very happy about this interview. I cannot wait for you guys to listen to it. So here we go. Get ready, guys. I'd like to introduce Zoila Frausto. Here we go. I met you in Miami at the symposium number 5, was it, or 4?
I think it was 4.
Number 4. And it was a hard, intensive, and you were going through this drill. And the one thing that I couldn't comprehend when I was watching was that you're on your back and you're getting shots in your face. Okay? After going through a very, very, very hard drill, and you just got up like it was nothing. And then there was this other short guy who was just like almost there to annoy you, giving you kicks, and you started going back at him.
Oh yeah.
Right me. Is anyone? Beautiful. 1-1. Hands up.
And to me, what I thought was amazing about it is that you were like, as we just talked about right now, in a kind of like, as you said, a men's world, right?
Yeah.
Where you're kind of standing out right now, saying like, here's who I am.
Yeah.
And what's so amazing about what you're doing is that there's a lot of women that we talk to in Canada that want to get into this scene. And we've showed them this clip, and there's several of them.
Go. Do not pass my cover. Do not pass my cover. Go.
and they see this and they're like, man, I want to do that. Now you also have a background in MMA as well, right?
And MMA, mixed martial arts, which is mixed martial arts, Muay Thai, kickboxing. I taught for 10 years. I did Taekwondo when I was younger. A couple of world titles. I've just been an athlete all my life, really.
So how did you jump into the scene?
Well, when COVID hit, I kind of knew I wanted to do something in security. And then when COVID hit, it gave me the perfect opportunity to start taking courses because I wasn't fighting. And for the last 10 years, it's been hard for me to get fights. So I jumped into security, took a few courses, and I hit the ground running with it. Like I got hit up by a lot of companies, and I said yes to one of them.
Yes.
And that was it.
So this is relatively a new world for you. This is your pivot.
Oh, absolutely. I'm still green compared to a lot of people in this industry. So a little less than 2 years now.
Wow. So I would have never put that together. Because to me, I would have looked at someone that looked seasoned to me. Because your mannerisms, your attitude, your environment's always networking, learning. I would have thought you've been in the game for a long time. So that's pretty amazing that this has been a journey for like 2.5 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, I figure with sport, I've learned that the only way I'm going to learn and grow is if I continue to throw myself into the fire.
Okay.
And so I felt coming into a new industry and wanting to learn more and grow, I was going to have to do the same thing. So that's exactly what I did with the security industry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. Everybody has their times where they feel defeated. They feel under the weather. They get discouraged. Obstacles take them out.
Yeah.
It happens to all of us. Mm-hmm. When it happens to you, what do you do to kind of dig deep and push forward?
For me, I've had a few traumatic experiences when I was younger, and I think for me, a lot of that is you're gonna have to kill me to stop me.
Okay.
And if you don't, I'm gonna raise hell.
Right.
So with anything that I do, and not only that, but being an athlete too, that taught me a lot at a young age. And now that I'm older,
yes.
Just giving up is not an option. You know, you have to find a way. Okay. And for me, whether that be in sport, whether that be in a career, whether that be with anything in life, you have to find a way.
Wow, man.
If your heart's not, if this doesn't stop beating, you know, I will always find a way, and I will continue to move forward. So
I've heard a lot of people say things like, man, what am I doing with my life? Like they kind of go through these moments. It seems to me like you found something right now that you're passionate about. Where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh, man. I would like to own my own company one day. I would like to bring a lot more women like myself into this industry, into the space, because I feel being a female athlete, growing up, like there wasn't too much opportunity except for to teach.
Okay.
But I feel like this space could use a lot more women, a lot more diversity. So I would love to build onto that and actually bring more women into the industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
In these environments, they're great for networking. Mm-hmm. They're great for learning. We're always evolving. What would you say is one thing that has resonated with you that you're like, man, this is so good that I want to share this, that you've learned in the last 2 years?
I've learned so much. Going to a lot of the courses, networking with a lot of people. There are so many good people out there that want to help you. Okay. And for me, I always thought I didn't need help, but everybody needs help, you know. And I think I think it's a lot harder for men to actually ask for help, for women especially, because they don't want to be looked at like I don't know, like we're always going to need help. But I think anybody that I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Well, look. To me, I'm throwing you out because that's what I'm doing right now. But I want to ask you this: for the women out there right now that are looking at jumping in, that they want to kind of take a similar journey like yours, but they're a little bit hesitant. What would you tell them?
You gotta jump. Like you have to put yourself in those uncomfortable positions. You're never gonna grow. Everybody started somewhere. Yeah. Where the babies learn to. They're going to continue to fall growing up. You know, you have to start somewhere. You're going to be uncomfortable in anything you do that's new.
Okay.
Just start. You know, for me, I started to research online what I needed to do, who I needed to see, who I needed to network with, where I needed to go, what I needed to learn. And I mean, you're not going to learn all that in one day. You're not going to learn all that by sitting on the couch and not doing anything. You have to start taking those steps.
And you're someone that also that I've seen again in these small circles and seeing your social media. You're investing in yourself.
Oh, constantly.
It's not like, okay, I'm done now. I'm ready to go. Hire me.
Yeah.
You're continuously learning. You're evolving. You're investing, and that's incredible. Is there anything else that you'd like to see poured into, like new learning, like ideologies or stuff that you're looking at grasping?
Anything that I can get my hands on, like every part of this industry. I mean, the physical portion, I have a lot of that,
yes.
and I'll continue to grow on that. But on the other side, like when it comes to doing things the right way, the way that they want it done with the books, that's different,
Okay.
So I like to learn a little more when it comes to that, getting more experience, just getting comfortable in uncomfortable positions for me.
Yeah. Wow, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just close off with this, and I'm gonna just pour into you right now.
Okay.
2.5-year journey, and again, what we've been doing back home is showcasing, because what we want to do is bring exposure to the industry. We want amazing people to come into it. Mm-hmm. And I have to tell you, you are inspiring people. I can tell you this firsthand. Whether you think of it or not, it's happening. And I want to thank you for doing that, because I think it's so needed. This is an industry that has so much like perceptions of what it should be. There's ego in the mix, there's this alpha mentality.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I want to just personally thank you for that. And that's kind of like why I wanted to track you down so hard to kind of share that with you, because you inspired me when I saw you 2 years ago. It's like, I need people to see your story.
I really appreciate that. I mean, that means a lot, and that makes me want to do more.
Okay.
It really does. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for what you're doing. And also, which is really cool, is that you brought your sister into the world as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Should we say hi?
Yeah, we should say hi.
Come in. What's your name?
My name's Stephanie.
Stephanie, you just jumped into the world right now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of it was probably seeing. Are you the older sister?
Yes.
Okay, seeing the older sister. I mean, I know we just asked you right now, but on camera, what's your experience been like so far jumping into this world?
Well, it's been pretty overwhelming. Like doing the Source course, it was a lot of information at first, but then once we started going and using all the skills that they were trying to teach us in the course, like being able to do that and practical applications, like things started making sense. And then the people that are around you also are very helpful. Like if you have any questions, especially if you're trying to learn, they're more than happy to help you. I mean, sometimes it's a little like, don't mess up.
Yeah.
Like you're on our team, so don't mess up.
Yeah.
But it's a really good boost. And then being able to do things that you're not comfortable with also gives you confidence to be able to do it like in the real world.
Yes, that's good, man. Well, this industry needs more women. And again, I want to thank you guys both for your time. And you know what? We'll probably catch you for next year and see the next level of involvement that we've been hitting.
Awesome. Sounds
Thank
good.
you so much,
Thank
guys.
you.
Take care. Awesome.
This podcast is brought to you by Executive Protection Lifestyle Canada. Make sure to drop by next week and don't forget to subscribe.